What does Kerr do here? Now that I'm thinking about it, does he go to the two bigs to start, knowing that Sacramento's going to go Sabonis, Barnes, Red Velvet, Keegan Murray, and De'Aaron Fox?
Can I ask? Stop calling him Red Velvet.
I'm calling him Red Velvet. That's his nickname. Red Velvet.
Is he good enough to be considered nickname guy?
I think he's a good player. I think he's a really good player.
Okay, he's solid.
He's solid. Even Kevin Durant highlighted him.
Red Velvet.
I'm calling him Red Velvet. We got guys in this league who average 5 points a game. They got nicknames.
Well, like Pooh Richardson back in the day.
I mean, come on. It's Red Velvet. So, what do the Warriors do? Do they split up their bigs?
I'm sorry. Just every time I hear Red Velvet, I start laughing. It's like White Mamba. It's like, come on.
It's Red Velvet.
It's more like a joke.
Oh, we got news from Shams Charania about Paul George. We'll see about that in just a second. Here.
Oh, do we?
Let me see my NBA beat writers in the tweet deck here. Where are we at? I don't see it. All right, we'll look this up in a second. But does Steve Kerr split the bigs up? Does he split them up?
Does that, if Wiggins, let's just say hypothetically, Wiggins can start, does that change your decision one way or the other?
Well, if you go Wiggins, Clay, Steph, Dre, do you start GP2 to maybe start on Fox?
See, I was thinking GP2 to start, but then I might want the ball movement of DiVincenzo.
Exactly.
And
do you
offense.
Start him and you go small. And you have Draymond Green as your small ball 5. And you have Wiggins maybe on De'Aaron Fox or Harrison Barnes. That's the key. Does Steve Kerr go to the big – because they're going to play Looney off the bench, no doubt. But do you go small and play one big at a time all series long? That to me is going to be interesting.
Yeah, I'm with you. That is something to be monitoring. I feel like we're going to have an idea of Wiggins, and then I think that everything's going to be dictated off that. Like if Wiggins can't start, I think you have to go with Looney.
Yeah. All right. So you go two bigs to start?
Yeah.
All right, what's the update on Paul George, Levin?
Yeah, so according to Shams, sources, Clippers star Paul George is expected to be sidelined to begin the first-round playoff series against the Suns, but is making some tangible progress from his March 21 knee injury.
So it's not really an update. It's just him progressing towards practicing, maybe? All right. Let's go to Anthony on 680, and then we'll get to Robert and Mr. D. Anthony, what's happening? You're on the roast.
Top of the morning, fellas. First of all, Bonte slimming down a little bit. You look good in that powder blue last night, young man.
I need to slim down a little more. Hey, Anthony, I need to slim down a little more. A lot of work to do.
You know what's funny, Bonte? As I told the wife, I was like, Bonte looking good. I said, but I could see where I knew it that you wanted to slim down just a little more. But like I said, I could see the work that you putting in. But I wanted to get to this, the Wiggins talk, because I don't think it's really an issue whether Wiggins starts or not, because Kuminga and Wiggins, in my opinion, are very much interchangeable. Now, I'm not talking about, like basketball intellect. I'm talking about just physical abilities. Like Kuminga's 6'8", 6'7", Wiggins is 6'8", 6'7". They both can jump out of the gym. Both unbelievably, athletic. So I never worried about integrating Wiggins back into the fold, and if it took a little longer, because I've always thought that Kuminga could play the Wiggins role. But when you talk about who's going to start and who's not going to start, I would prefer not to start GP2 only because he can play in those crunch time minutes specifically for defense in the fourth quarter. So I wouldn't want to use up any of his fouls, any of those quick fouls that, De'Aaron Fox can get, just being a little bit more crafty and getting that I wouldn't call it a veteran whistle, but like, I'm sure he knows how to get to the line. But when we think about the Wiggins, I hadn't heard anybody really talk about, that Wiggins and Kuminga are kind of interchangeable. And you guys are also talking about Klay Thompson going down to that low post. And I just wanted to highlight his passing. I don't know if he always was a good passer or because of the injury he developed that pass and decided to start doing it more. But this whole season, man, he has been dropping dimes, and it's an underrated ability that Klay has. And I think that would also be great, to kind of run some things through him out of that post instead of him always not really chucking the threes, but when he has a slow start, he can go down to that low post and if need be, hit the turnaround, and then he can pass from the low post. So I kind of like where we're at right now.
Klay's passing, the one element that I was most encouraged with this year is a couple of dribbles and then passing to Looney, passing to the short corner. He did a really good job off the dribble of being able to pass, which I didn't think he had in him
No doubt. What did you think about Anthony saying that Wiggins and Kuminga are kind of interchangeable? I don't know if Kuminga's there yet at that level.
I hear what he's saying. I just think Wiggs is a more physically stout defender right now. Kuminga might have more lateral quickness. He is very strong. I'm not trying to dismiss him, but Wiggs is just they're different defenders. They're very different defenders. And I also think that you're also negating the fact that Wiggins gets a veteran whistle and Kuminga gets a rookie whistle.
Right.
Still,
Yep.
I think that Kuminga's whistle has been horrible this year.
Kuminga shooting very well from the free throw line the last 2 nights. 7 of 8.
I'm talking about him defensively.
Oh, well, no, I know that. I was just moving on to just him and his free throw shooting.
Well, it has gotten better.
You kind of boggle my mind there with the free throws or getting to the line, and he doesn't get the whistle or whatnot. But and you're right, he doesn't get a whistle. He gets a rookie whistle, just like Jordan Poole. But Kuminga from the free throw line, 7 of his last 8 from the charity stripe, so it's not bad. Not bad for him.
I mean, he almost averaged 10 points a game this year. And, you look up, and as bad as it was for what felt like 2.5 months, he sure, took off come February, didn't he?
I think he had an excellent season, considering everything that went into it.
Yeah.
The kid stayed ready. The kid didn't hang his head. I know the DMP stunk for a long, long time. Correct myself. 6 of his last 8. 6 of his last 8 from the free throw line. Kuminga, accuracy matters, Shasky. But no, I think he's had an excellent second season. And since January 1st, I was looking at these numbers last night. Just where's Kuminga at? Where's Clay at?
Yeah.
Since the calendar flipped to 2023. And Kuminga, man, has just been deadly since the calendar flipped to 2023. Shooting over 40% from the three-point line. All right, 34 games. 45% from the three-point line, Shasky, for Jonathan Kuminga. 12 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 56% from the floor. That's pretty damn good. It's pretty damn good considering where he was at. Remember, the right ankle sprain kind of set him back a bit. He had to get back and get his rhythm. 45% from 3 in 34 games in 2023. I'll take that all day long.
And he finishes the season as their 5th highest scoring player, which is kind of crazy.
Yep.
I mean, considering, again, all the DMPs, and then how many games did he play? A couple minutes and then didn't go back in?
Yeah, there's a lot.
There's a lot of those.
A lot of those games.
So to see him finish with more points than Draymond per game and Dante DiVincenzo, that was kind of surprising to me because DiVincenzo was on fire for a couple months there.
Yeah, no doubt. He was. No, Jonathan Kuminga he's had a really good second half of the season, in my opinion.
I think he can do more in the playoffs.
The guy can't legally drink yet. And he's
That's
going with
crazy.
it. Come on, man. Let's go to Mr. D in the city. Mr. D, what's
Mr.
happening?
D.
Yes, sir. How y'all doing this morning?
Oh, man, doing pretty good.
Hey, look. Now, SFA drummer, that's my son. Now, I raised him right? I raised him right.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
You heard that call this morning. But let me tell you something. I think Loon Nagoon, he gonna be trouble for Sacramento. And remember, Sacramento said they're going to backhand the defending champs. They said they're going to backhand.
Oh, yeah, we got the audio.
I know they're trying to get in their head, but listen, you can't get in the champ's head. And I don't think that we should be trying to adjust to what Sacramento is going to do. I think we need to make Sacramento adjust to what we going to do. We own that house. Remember, a lot of people from the Bay moved to Sacramento. I don't think it's going to be the home court advantage that a lot of people think it's going to be. But remember, home court advantage is only one game.
Yep.
If you can win one of those
So
games.
all we got to do is win one on the road.
Hey, and you know what, Mr. D? The Warriors have won 27 straight series. They've won at least one road game in the series, which is an NBA record.
You and I have talked about the comparisons between the rosters, right? And where they're at, and obviously the coaching connectivity, both Chase Center and Golden One, new arenas.
Yep.
And then here's an angle from the 650. Bonte Shasky, Lakeup doesn't want to lose to Vivek Ranadive.
Ranadive.
Yeah.
Vivek.
My bad.
Yeah. No, you're all good. No, Vivek. No, he doesn't want to lose to Vivek. Vivek. By the way, Stephen Curry against the Kings this season. Look at these numbers. This is courtesy of Warriors World. 33 points a game, 6.5 rebounds, 5 assists, 20 of 40 from 3.
Wow.
50%. And you know what? Not a lot of people have an answer for Stephen Curry. But I'm really searching this Kings roster. What do they do about Steph?
That's what I keep asking.
Is it Trey Lyles? No, he's probably too slow.
No. I think they're going to go heavy Davion.
Davion Mitchell?
Yeah, and then just say clunk it up. Do the Pat Bev.
Ugh.
Don't you?
Guess they have no choice.
But then offensively, they're going to take a step back. The thing I keep thinking about, a little part of me does feel bad for Kings fans. They have wandered the desert for so long, and then you come out and you see the oasis, and standing in your way are the Warriors of all teams. Team in your backyard. It does kind of suck for them. No? Like, it could have been anyone. It had been the Clippers, had it been, let's say the Lakers, the Warriors. Doesn't that change things for them a little?
It does, but you know what? They like the matchup. They feel good about it. They want the Warriors.
The matchups are a good look for the Kings. They're a good look. And if we play the Warriors as the 6th seed, I'll tell you right now, we'll backhand the Warriors. I don't want to play the Warriors just because I have a healthy respect and fear for Steph Curry. I don't want to deal with him in the playoffs. I really don't. But if it comes to that, we backhand the Warriors because the Warriors don't do nothing on the road. They definitely don't play defense on the road. The Warriors too small. Sabonis would eat all series long.
Is Sabonis going to eat all series long?
Well, the more I hear,
you get in foul trouble against Sabonis, it could wreck the game.
oh, he's a very skilled player. No one's denying that. He's awesome. I think he presents a lot of problems for Looney, Draymond. Like, if Looney and or Draymond can't stop him, who else are you throwing on him? They don't have a lot of size.
They don't.
Like, this is why I think this is an interesting
problem.
matchup if I'm them. And I'm saying to myself, I want to get both Draymond and Looney in early foul trouble. If that happens, what are they going to go to? Anthony Lamb?
Yeah.
JMG?
We'll see.
Size matters.
Or do you go super small?
So then Wiggins, you're throwing Clay on him? Could Clay guard him for a little bit? I actually think Clay wouldn't be the worst option
On Sabonis?
for a couple of. I'm not saying exclusively.
Yeah, but then you flirt with Clay being in foul trouble as well.
I'm talking about in a pinch.
Yeah. I hear what you're saying.
I'm just trying to think.
No,
like,
I hear you. I hear you. If you get into foul trouble, yeah.
So you would rather go JMG or someone like that?
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. Let's hope it doesn't get there.
But this is why when you have the limited amount of bigs that the Warriors have.
You would have to go JMG and just say pray. Pray. But no, it's imperative that Draymond and Loon stay out of foul trouble. Because I have a funny suspicion that Steve Kerr's going to go to a lot of one big lineups. Like, we may see Dre and Loon together at times.
Okay.
But I can see big stretches of these basketball games moving forward that you're going to have Looney on the floor with, say, 4 of the guards or wings, and then Draymond will be the small ball 5. I don't know if you could get away with the 2 bigs in this series.
What do you think the over-under would be in each game if you were to set a line randomly right now? 120 a pop?
What do you pop?
As in both teams would be scoring?
Oh, there's going to be a lot of points.
It's going to be like 250, right?
There's going to be, the over is going to be
Like
high.
at least 250.
The over in this series is going to be whoo, 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 whoo. Other notable All-California series, per Sam Lubman. Giants-Dodgers 2021. Saw that. That was pretty cool, even though Dodgers won at 5.
That one hurt.
You had the Babe Ruth series in 89. Didn't go the Giants' way. You had the Dodgers-A's World Series.
That's
Didn't go
right.
the A's way.
Kirk Gibson.
Kings-Lakers, early 2000s. Pretty epic until Tim Donaghy stepped up
What
in
is
that
this a
series.
list of?
All notable All-California series.
Gotcha. Angels, Giants, 2002.
Got that, which didn't make the list for some reason.
Yeah.
Warriors-Clippers, 2013 and 2019.
Game 7, I'm fighting for my life. Black tie.
Sharks against the Kings and the Ducks. I believe the Sharks blew an 0-3 lead against the Kings, right? They blew an 0-3 lead in the best of 7 series, lost 4 straight. Unbelievable. Niners-Rams title game. You had that in 89. You had that a couple years ago.
Why you got to do this to me?
Well, you won 1. You lost 1. So does Warriors-Kings hit as hard as any of those series do?
I think we got to get into the series first before we get a taste of it. I think it's going to be pretty cool, though.